OTORHINOLARYNGOLOGIST.
OTORHINOLARYNGOLOGIST. I can't pronounce this one right. It's a kind of doctor, surely the kind of doctor that everyone hates just because they can't pronounce his name right. He deals with problems of nose, ear and throat. So I'm hoping I never have problems with my nose, ear or throat. What's up guys, Bruno here. Today's video is about the hardest words to pronounce in English. So English is my second language, that's why I pronounce some words wrong. Actually I pronounce many words wrong. That's probably the reason I don't have any friends. Let's begin with the hardest words to pronounce in English.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia is a kind of disease. The way it's written though, it starts with a P. I hate these silent letters. Why do you even write the P if we're not gonna pronounce it? It's just to confuse us. Yesterday I went to get my car fixed. I asked the mechanic how much will it cost. He said $1,000. I was like, alright, do it. When I went to pick up the car 2 hours later, I look at the bill. It says $1,900. I asked the mechanic, I said, but you told me it only costs $1,000. He goes, well, the 900 was silent. Our next word is
Quinoa.
quinoa. Quinoa is a type of food, it's very healthy. The problem with this word though is that most people pronounce it quinoa because that's how it makes sense. It looks exactly like rice. Some people say it's even healthier than rice though. And like every other healthy food, it tastes like
Hallelujah.
hallelujah. This word is usually said in church. This is a very scary word for people who can't pronounce L though, because there's some people that instead of L they say th. So they would pronounce this word hallelujah. Our next word is the name of a US state, Wisconsin. This is not a very hard word to pronounce, but anyway, you can avoid pronouncing it wrong by never visiting there. Our next word is diarrhea. I will let Google explain this word itself. Define diarrhea.
Here's the definition of diarrhea. A condition in which feces are discharged from the bowels frequently and in a liquid form.
In a few words, you eat spicy food and then remember that having diarrhea is a much bigger problem than not knowing how to pronounce diarrhea. Diarrhea, diarrhea. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Next word is
Vacuum.
vacuum. Vacuum is a space with nothing inside of it, like not even air, like an empty space basically. Kind of like my brain when I'm drunk. Next word,
Sixth.
sixth. I've had so many problems pronouncing this word right. I feel like every immigrant should be given $5 every time they manage to pronounce this word right. It's so hard. Sixth. Our next word is very weird because I would always pronounce it colonel because that's how it makes sense. But no, it's pronounced
Colonel.
colonel. I'm sure they were drunk when they decided how this word should be pronounced.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Its meaning is even more complicated than its pronunciation. I have to avoid using this word at all costs. Next word, which is just as complicated as the previous one, is
Synecdoche.
Synecdoche. Has a very complicated meaning, and I've never heard it before, and I'll probably never hear it in the future again, so let's just pretend that this word was never a part of this video. Next word,
Rural.
rural. It means when something is related to the countryside rather than the town. I wonder how people who speak British English say this, because they don't pronounce the R's, right? They don't say car, they say car. They would just say it rural, right? Rural. If I would ever hear a British guy say that word, I would most likely think they just have speech disorders. Rural. Next word is
Ignominious.
ignominious, which means deserving or causing public disgrace or shame. Christmas and New Year's are approaching, but remember, don't eat a lot because your body will feel ignominious. Our next word is very dangerous. That's because it's pronounced similarly to a bad word. The word is
sheet,
sheet. Sheet with a long E. Okay, it's not. So this word means a rectangular piece of paper. To make sure you're pronouncing it right, just make the E as long as possible. Just say sheet. That way, there's no room for doubt, okay? When I came here at first, I didn't speak English as well. And I remember somebody telling me, we need a big sheet of paper. And I had never heard the word sheet before. I mean, I had heard the bad version of it, but I didn't know it had another meaning. In my mind, I was thinking, so now I have to eat paper. So then later, a big of paper will come out of my body. Actually, I'm gonna give you one final word. It's Bruno. Bruno means cool person. Nah, I wish. Guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you learned some new words. And I hope your English improved because of my video. Remember, you need to learn English because it's spoken everywhere. The most spoken language in the world apparently is Chinese, because those guys make a lot of babies, man. But anyway, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching, okay? And try to learn Chinese.